How's it going, guys? Demon Driver here. Thank you for joining me tonight. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I make a wing stencil, okay, for hot wiring your RC airliner wings or whatever RC aircraft wings you're making. This right here, this particular stencil, is for my caravels. I'm building three nearly 8-foot long caravels. Alright, so this is made from cardboard, okay? Now, if you don't have cardboard around or cardboard available, I'm going to use some old blue fan fold. It's the same thing. The only advantage of using a cardboard stencil is it's a little bit more resilient and it's a little tougher. The downside is, of course, it is subject to moisture, and if you get stuck out in the rain or something like that, or anything happens to it, it can get messed up. So for this video, I'm going to make our A350 wing stencil for our A350 that we're building. We're building three of them, A350s. Now I'm going to hot wire the wings, and this is the wing design for the A350. Yeah, it's like 8 feet 4 inches. So in the A350 wing, it's very interesting. You have a blended portion here that blends into the fuselage. Then it comes straight into the engine. There's a kink right here. It kinks, and then straight on out to the blended winglet, to the blended end of the wing. And then we have a trailing edge right in here, and then there's a curved kink right here, and then it kind of goes straight out to the aileron, and then straight out again with a slight kink here to there, slight. So we're going to cut this out in this video, and I'm going to show you how I make a hot wire stencil. And we go with the hot wire stencil, we put this over the styrofoam, and then we place the wing stencil over the styrofoam, and then we cut the styrofoam out, and then after it's hot wired, we have this. We have a wing, hot wired, and then ready to be laminated with balsa. Have a balsa leading edge added, slats, flaps, air brakes, add in the engine pylons, wiring, carbon fiber rods, lights, all the fun, wonderful stuff. So let's do that in this video. Let's get down to business. Rather simple build video. Let's get to it. Alright, here is our fan fold foam. We have our A350 wing cutout stencil drawn into it. So I'm going to take a straight edge ruler, straight edge aluminum ruler. This is either made out of steel or aluminum. It's probably made out of aluminum. Utterly meaningless, so who cares? Alright, take a good razor, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this directly out of the fan fold foam. You know, this fan fold foam brings back a lot of memories. I've built a lot of RC airplanes over the years out of this stuff. And believe it or not, it was a great builder by the name of Beanie on RC Groups who got me into using fan fold right around 2005, 2006. I had seen some of his amazing builds on RC Groups. And he along with a lot of other builders, were using this material called fan fold. It's very hard to find now. Actually, this blue stuff, I don't even think they make it anymore. Maybe you could correct me if you know otherwise. Now, for this, I'm not cutting out the winglet trailing edge or raked winglet or curved winglet, blended winglet, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm not cutting this out. I'm going to leave this in there because for this we don't necessarily have to cut that out. We're cutting out the main wing itself, the main wing body. This comes later. I'll make this out of balsa because I want it to be resilient. I want it to be real tough. When I crashed the Max 7, the winglets survived. They're fine. There's ain't no damage on those babies, which is amazing when you think about it. And here we are. There we are. We've got our A350 Wing Master, our master stencil, minus the raked winglet, because we're going to add that in later, okay? We take this and we add it to, we're going to put this over a piece of big chunk of styrofoam, big plate of styrofoam, and that's what we're going to do next. Alright, here we go. This is the stuff right here, man. Polypro insulation styrofoam. Alright? So, this is what we're going to use the stencil with, okay? This is what we're going to use the stencil with. There's our stencil, and we're going to place the stencil over this big sheet of Polypro insulation white styrofoam. Understand? You with me so far? Okay, good. So, one of the things that you got to do is you got to take into effect or into account that we got a kink on the leading edge. See, if this is the Caravelle wing, I could go leading edge, straight leading edge, and not even have to worry about it. But unfortunately, I can't do this with this. I have to basically offset it a little bit so that I can get the kink and get the entire leading edge of everything when I do it, which can sometimes be a little bit frustrating. So, all right, we got that there. Let me go ahead and weight this down with something, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw out the draw that out. So I go ahead and take this weight. So, place that right there gently, and that's gonna hold that into place. That's going to hold that into place, and then what I do is I come in with a black marker like so. Got it? Understand? You're with me so far? Good. What I do is come in and physically draw in the outline of the A350 wing. I draw in the kink lines too. I should have done that earlier, but I didn't. There we go. Now, I did this basically with the 777-9X video, but what the hell, do it again, who cares? You're going to arrest me because I'm doing it again? Who gives a damn? Some people complain that, oh, you're doing the same thing again. So what? Who cares? Alright, there we go. We have our A350 with this, and there you go. Look at that. See? Oh, and just... Yep, here she comes. Is this Yuki? Come here. Yeah, I know. It's Yuki. Yep, got the camera out like I was telling you. And there's Yuki. Hey there. Yep, I know. Yeah, when I'm building, you just kind of show up. You just mosey on in. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this out. Alright, here we go. Here is the wing base that meets the fuselage, that meets the wing box. Here we go. Let's make a good cut. Watch your fingers. Keep the razor straight. Keep it vertical as humanly possible. Alright, let's keep cutting. Let's go ahead and keep cutting. Alright, we did the base here. But for this, I'm just going to hand cut it straight out because you're following a curve, so you gotta anytime you're doing a curve, unless you have like a curved piece of steel, you have to just hand cut it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the only way you can get around that. Like that. Okay, got that done. Back edge here. Back trailing edge. Always being mindful of your fingers. Very important. I have had to go to the emergency room at MUSC because one night, cutting out MD-80 wings, I effed up. And definitely, I didn't cut off a finger or anything, but I nearly almost did. So luckily, a nice trauma surgeon was able to work a little magic, and you would never know that anything ever happened other than me just telling you. So you look at my fingers, you would never know. You would have to just take my word for it. But I am just telling you now, as a friend, be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful of your fingers. I kid you not. Be careful of your fingers. You can easily hurt yourself by doing what I'm doing right now. Very easily hurt yourself. I'm doing this video mainly because not only the airliner previews and the maiden flights, but I'm getting just as many requests for build videos, so let's keep the builds rolling. A lot of you... Alright, let's go ahead and remove the wing from the sheet. Oh, look at that. Woo. Alright, now I gotta get the leading edge because there's a kink. You see the kink? On the A350 wing, there's a kink just outboard of the 1 and 2 engine. Got it? Get that straight. It's like the 747. There's a kink on the number 1 and number 4 engines outboard. There's a kink on all 747 wings. People forget that. People forget that. I don't. I watch. I get all my detail down. If I don't get my detail down, man, my friend Brian Silverman, some other guys always pop up and they say, "Hey Chris, don't forget this, don't forget that." So I always have people keeping me, keeping myself on my toes. You know what I mean? Keeping me on my toes. 'Cause we all need that from time to time. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. Look at this cat. This cat's got it made. This is my RC mascot cat, Yuki. Hey! Yeah, you! Yep, you're performing for the camera now. Because you always show up when the camera's on, right? Huh? Yeah, you know it. You little beauty. Alright, now for the leading edge. Let's cut out the leading edge. Let's get that done. And remember, gotta watch them fingers. You don't want to take a finger off. That would really suck. What are you doing, Yuki? You stay over there. You stay over there. See, what'll happen is you got to be careful of how the blade moves as you're cutting. That way. There we go. Let's get the kink. Let's get the kink portion. Yeah, when I saw that vintage stuff, but to each his own. right? To each his own. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Just so you know, when all that's cleaned out and all these RC airliners, there's 12 in here right now. When I've relocated these into one of my other 3 garages, I have 5 garages and a work shed. I'm going to set up and assemble the Lufthansa 777-900, assemble it, put it together, and do the EDF taxi test like I did with all my other airliners that you've seen since I've moved to my new house and everything, and I do the taxi tests out here on the driveway. So I'll do the same thing with the Lufthansa 777-900, the Emirates 777-900, and the JAL 8X. So that'll be done here. It's just right now, as you can see, I've got the Demon, I got 2 737-200s, I've got the 737 Siam 300, I got a 767-200 down there, I got an A310 back there, A300 over there, L1011 over there, Convair 880 up over there, Convair 990 back over there, BAC 111 there, BAC 111 Super up there, another BAC 111 back over there, DC 915 over there, the Demon over here, Kika over there. Yeehaw! So that's what all has to. For those of you who are wondering what's going on with the 777-9X, this all has to be, the whole floor has to be cleaned clean, like free space. I can't have any airliners or planes in the way. When all this is clean, when I clean all this out, which is going to take about a week, then I'll assemble the Lufthansa 777-9X and do the taxi test. Okay, so the taxi test is coming up next. That will be the next 777-9X video, whenever that happens, but it will happen. So you can bet against me and tell me what I'm not building or what I'm not going to build. People have been doing that for 10 years here on YouTube, and they always lose the bet. They always lose. So I don't think you want to bet against me, because I'm telling you now, you're going to lose. So be a winner and get on Team Demon. All right? All right, let me show you what we made with the A350 wing. And there we are. A350 styrofoam wing, yet to be hot wired. This will eventually become this. Okay? This is a hot wired white styrofoam RC airliner wing. I don't know how good you are at identifying wings, but if you can figure out what this is, I'll be stunned. I'm not going to tell you, of course, but I'm making 3 of them. So here is a left-hand side wing of the Lufthansa A350-900. It just dawned on me I have to make 5 more of these damn things. And 6 787 wings. There goes my night. I know what I'm going to be doing all night long. Fun, huh? A lot of cutting, then hot wiring. But it's all fun. In the end, it works out. You have an airliner, finished, maidened, flying, and it's a great feeling. But this is how you have to get there. And there's Yuki. She's back. Cat never stays away, man. Cat is the ever-present constable watching over me, man. What are you going to do? Well, this is Demon Driver. You take care. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, and Happy New Year.